On a distant moon in an unnamed system, the insidious forces of the Star Gods have turned the once loyal citizens of the Imperium against the master of mankind. Even the forces of the Astra Militarum sent to quell the uprising have turned traitor. Enter the Black Templars. For 10,000 years they've been on crusade, purging the witch, the heretic, and the Xenos. This is the trifecta for them. They scream into battle with the holy righteousness of the Emperor of Mankind himself. This is 40K in 40 minutes. Genestealer cults versus Black Templars. Greetings 40K fans and welcome to yet another new Codex Day. JT the Voice here, and do we ever have a classic matchup for you? Today Mitchell and his beloved Black Templars take on Nick and his Genestealer cults in what promises to be an absolute knockdown, drag-out, slobber knocker of a matchup.
Ascension Day 3642. This time we've brought friends.
Hello everyone, I'm Mitchell, and I'm back with some Black Templars.
My cult was merely participating in their civil right to protest against unfair working conditions.
This was just supposed to be a management meeting. Instead, we're just gonna kill all of them. I have a brand new Black Templars Codex. Black Templars are just the coolest. What's not to like about them? I'm gonna be taking the Godhammer Strike Force. I'm so excited about this new Black Templars Codex. A dream come true. This Godhammer Assault Force allows me to get bonuses when I charge out of a vehicle. I've got two brand new characters, the Executor and a Crusade Ancient. I was so excited to paint these new models that I actually painted them on my own time. In this army, I brought lots of heavy tanks, lots of transports. These transports are so full, they're about to explode with a lot of hate. I brought a Tech Marine, and he's also going to help keep those vehicles alive. I also have two Dreadnoughts that are gonna be walking up the field, Outriders for quick objective scoring. I play very, very aggressively. If there's any mission that involve actions, I'm just not gonna do them.
Mitch is gonna want to come forward as fast as possible and hit me as hard as he can. Here we are to fight for the people's rights and seize the means of production. That's right, we're playing the Genestealer Detachment Brood Brothers. This allows me to bring Imperial Guard units as allies, specifically tanks, big giant tanks. I have brought two of them, a Lehman Russ battle cannon and a Stormlord Baneblade variant, giant super heavy tank.
Our character tier model, Penelope the Stormlord. The Krieg Medic has been named Dr. Giggles.
My bikes are here simply to rush forward and take those objectives. Genestealer cults are a bit of a glass cannon. The attachment all revolves around getting Astra Militarum units to shoot at a target, and then all my Genestealer units get to shoot better. Can shoot into combat and kill my own guys.
This game is game 2 of my gauntlet. When I was hired here, it is required that I play against all the staff members. My first game against Mubin was a nice win with the Black Templars.
He's one of our painters, and he's been doing a fantastic job. I think the final boss should probably be Tycho.
Our mission today is Purge the Foe. At the end of every battle round, each player will score 4 victory points if one or more enemy units were destroyed that battle round. At the end of the round, each player will score 4 victory points if more enemy units than friendly units were destroyed. The player whose turn it is will score 4 victory points if they control 1 or more objective markers, and an additional 4 victory points if they control more objective markers than their opponent controls. Purge the Foe is kill, kill more, hold, hold more.
It's gonna be all about killing each other. Welcome to the Industrial City. I'm glad you're here.
I'm actually part of management. You guys actually need to get back to work.
Not until our demands are met. We require safety rails, PPE, and we want at least every second Sunday off.
Alternatively, death.
Death it is. So if you win this battle, you get to go on to the next member of the gauntlet, and that's Steve.
Perfect.
That'll be a lot of fun. Quick note of terrain, all the buildings are gonna be ruins. We've got some pipes here that are gonna block line of sight, but also can go over top of it. These ruins over here and over here are 2 inches or less, which means vehicles can go over top of it.
Lots of line of sight blocking. Perfect.
But lots of industrial buildings that we need to seize for seizing the means of production. We're gonna roll to go Attacker Defender. I will declare that you can deploy first, which means you get to choose which side of the board you'd like to deploy on.
I'm gonna take this side.
Well, then you also get to deploy the first unit.
Facing against Genestealer cults, I know they have tons of mining lasers, so I think I need to deploy very, very hidden. My intercessors, right on my back objective, hiding in the ruins.
We're gonna go with a unit of Neophytes, and they're also gonna go sticky this home objective here.
I'm gonna put some bikes right in this little corner here.
Oh, look, bikes! I'm gonna put bikes down too.
I'm gonna put a dreadnought right here on the line.
Ridgerunner.
Brutalis.
Okay, a unit of Ridgerunners. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Big Land Raider, coming in hot.
Mitch goes for glory here, throwing the Land Raider Crusader in a ruin at the top of the map, right near the Brutalis. Oh, swift and blinding violence might be the order of the day. Inside the Land Raider are the Crusaders, the Crusade Agent, the Blade Guard, the Lieutenant, and the Captain.
The Rock Riders gonna go back here. He's got a unit of Acolytes with hand flamers in it.
Repulsor Executioner.
That's the one that I've been waiting to see where you're gonna put.
In the Repulsor Executioner, he's got the Emperor's Champion and the Assault Intercessors.
The Stormlord.
The Krieg Heavy Weapon Squad and the Death Corps Krieg will start inside the Stormlord. Mitch's parking lot is completed with the Impulsor at the top. Inside the Impulsor are the Sword Brethren and the Execrator. Saboteur infiltrates into the center of the map.
Just in case I need to get a quick, hasty area denial.
And finally, my Tech Marine.
Bubble wrapping all the vehicles with his fun little I don't know why it's bubbling.
If he's within 3 inches of any vehicle, he's got Lone Up.
Another Ridgerunner. A Lehman Russ. Then we've got a Hellhound going down. Then we've got another unit of bikes. Lastly, I've got my Metamorphs, and I think I'm just gonna put them right in the center.
Some Mighty Morphin Metamorphs.
All players have gone for a pretty aggressive deployment here, but with Mitch having all of these transports and really all the important units inside, Nick's got his work cut out for him. He needs to crack those transports, get to the ooey gooey insides, kind of like eating a lobster. This episode is brought to you by GameMat.eu. Turn your tabletop into a real battlefield with GameMat.eu. With their premium battle mats, that's game mats or play mats, and pre-painted tabletop scenery, you're ready for battle straight out of the box. Suitable for war games and board games like Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Necromunda, Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, and many, many others. Plus, they've got amazing fold-up game tables, the classic G-Board, and the new G-Board Ultra. Check them out at the link in the description below, or go to GameMat.eu and let them build your next battleground.
I'm curious, for how we've deployed, would you like to go first or second?
I would like to go second. I want you to come to me first. Better on the counter charge.
I think you're better on all charge.
It's true. It's true.
But let's see what's gonna happen. First or second, highest dice, I got a 1.
I got a 4. I guess I'm going first.
Good luck.
Looks like Mitch is going to be going first here.
I'm okay with this. I'm gonna play a little cagey. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna wait for him to come to me.
The Impulsor scouts forward 9 inches. Nick scouts backwards with his top Ridgerunner into cover.
My bikes.
Also fall back. The Atalan Jackals are also going backwards again with a scout move.
Just to make that charge impossible.
So you're just turtling. I see. Black Templars have a universal special rule. On the eve of battle, the Black Templars pray and contemplate and uphold a vow.
Mitchell's Templar vow is going to be accept any challenge. This gives his units that have strength lesser or equal to the toughness of the target they're attacking, +1 to wound in melee. +1 to wound in melee is absolutely powerful as all get out.
We're each getting a command point, going up to 1 each.
I draw secondaries. I've got
He's pulled Cleanse and Marked for Death.
Cleanse kind of sucks for you.
So the Stormlord, the Lehman Russ battle tank, that top Ridgerunner are all the alpha targets. The gamma target will be the bottom squad of Atalan Jackals.
So you get full points if you kill any of my big stuff back here, or baby points if you kill that unit of Jackals.
my Tech Marine is going to use its ability to enhance my Repulsor Executioner, and that's going to give him +1 to hit. Black Templars lost Oath of Moment.
Yeah, no Oath of Moment.
Intercessors do sticky Mitch's home objective. That means he'll control it until Nick takes it away with him with a higher objective control value at the end of any phase.
On the movement phase.
Redemptor moves forward to get some shots on those Atalan Jackals. Outrider moves up into the ruins on the bottom. Looks like it might be trying to cleanse. Impulsor moving towards that top objective, nicely into cover. Brutalis shuffling to make room for the Land Raider so that it doesn't have to go through a wall.
My Redemptor Dreadnought.
Redemptor targeting the Atalan Jackals. Stealth will make them -1 to be hit. 9 wounds, no armor penetration, but Nick loses a bike and a quad. Icarus Rocket Pod kills another bike. Impulsors and the Outriders each cleanse on an objective marker. No charges, no fights. That means 5 points cleanse for Mitchell. Discarding Mark for Death for a command point. He's up to 2.
Command points. I'm up to 2.
I'm up to 3.
And then drawing 2 secondaries. Let me shuffle these up.
Nick pulls Secure No Man's Land and Bring It Down.
Secure No Man's Land is hold 1 or 2 objectives in No Man's Land. I think I can do that. My Neophytes are going to sticky my home objective, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice my bikes to make sure that these guys don't get out and come advance and charge against me.
Here we go to the next movement. Jackals move 13 with an advance roll of 1 to try to block out the Impulsor. Drive-by Demolitions does 3 mortal wounds to the Impulsor.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Oh,
Looks like Nick is going to try to target the Redemptor Dreadnought. He's moving his Jackals forward, trying to bait out an Overwatch.
I'm not bothered by those bikes.
Well, fine.
Ridgerunners move forward. They're going to have shots on the Redemptor. Metamorphs advancing 10 right in behind the Ridgerunners. Hellhound goes an extra 5 down to the bottom of the map into cover. Neophytes move deeper into the ruins, again screening more of Mitchell's melee elements out.
The shooting phase. I think I can get both secure and bring it down.
Ridgerunner in the midboard gets 4 shots into the Redemptor. No wounds, but does strip cover away from the Redemptor Dreadnought. Jackals throwing grenades. 4 mortal wounds for a command point. That's a pretty good exchange.
Ah, good start, good start.
Dreadnought down to 8.
Ridgerunners and their mining lasers.
Mitch using Blessed Hull to reduce damage by 1, and the Redemptor already has a native -1 to incoming damage.
You know what? Let's make sure it's dead. No split firing. All the heavy stubbers.
2 hits from the mining lasers. Nick spending a command point to reroll. There's an extra hit. Redemptor goes down to 4 wounds from only 1 of the lasers.
Heavy stubbers gotta come in clutch.
Good.
Jackals fail to damage the Redemptor. Lehman Russ into the Outriders now brings a bike to a single wound.
And my Dreadnought survived. Perfect.
I did very little. That kind of sucks. All right, that's that.
Wow. No charges?
No charges.
Why not?
Why would I charge?
Fun.
For you?
Oh, Nick's failed both Secure No Man's Land and Bring It Down. Nick's gonna keep Secure No Man's Land and discard Bring It Down for a command point. It's 5-0 after 1 in favor of Mitchell. No kills on that first turn either, so that extra 4 points is absolutely a blank for this one.
Nobody's lost any units. This is unlike any game I have ever played with my Black Templars. I am usually killing as much as I can right off the bat, but we're gonna change that. All right, on my turn, I'm gonna draw my secondaries.
Mitchell's pulled Assassination.
Nick doesn't have a lot of characters, but he does have a Saboteur right hanging out near the middle.
An Overwhelming Force.
He's just tied up my objectives with a couple weak squads, so I'm gonna get an easy Overwhelming Force. My Tech Marines ability to enhance my Repulsor Executioners +1 to hit.
Redemptor Dreadnought passes Battle Shock. Mitch holds 1 objective. That's gonna score him 4 points.
But because we match OC on both of these objectives, only 4 points. You don't hold more than me.
4 points is better than 0 points, is what I always say. So I'm gonna jump right into the moving phase.
Outriders moving forward to threaten the Jackals. 1 just lagging a little behind. Redemptor moves forward as well. Sword Brethren with Execrator disembarking from the Impulsor.
Okay, coming on out.
Brutalis advancing up the ward, hiding a little behind some midboard terrain. Sword Brethren make a large 11-inch advance. That's going to give Mitch some options.
Trigger my remote mines.
Ooh, Saboteur now, triggering the trip mines when they get within 9. 5 mortal wounds. That's going to kill one of the Sword Brethren and bring another down to a wound remaining. Land Raider driving forward.
I'm gonna use a command point to use Gauntlet of the God Emperor.
That's going to let the Executioner move right through the terrain. Tech Marine moves to be within range of all of his vehicle friends.
Intercessors are going to advance onto shooting phase.
Land Raider into the top unit of Jackals now. They're -1 to hit because of stealth. Hurricane Bolter still do 12 wounds. That's 3.5 Jackals down. Assault Cannon X, just 1 devastating wound. The multi-belt misses, but the devastating wound finishes the 4th Jackal.
Motorcycles at your motorcycles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Outriders into the bottom Jackals, again, -1 from stealth. 1 wound saved.
I get it.
Okay, I guess my Dreadnought's gonna have to take care of them now.
You didn't want to do that.
I really didn't. That sucks.
Little Gatling and grenade launchers into the Jackals. Everything else going into the Ridgerunners. And a devastating wound kills a Jackal. And that back Ridgerunner,
5 wounds remaining, so he only did 3 damage.
That didn't go as I hoped.
No, that went great.
Executioner into the top Jackal squad. 2 wounds from the big gun, finishes them off.
Because of the first squad of bikes you killed, I'm gonna spend 2 of my 10 resurgence points to bring that unit of bikes back. They're gonna go into Cult Ambush, kind of like a pseudo-free rapid ingress. So I'm gonna place this wherever I want on the board. You can get rid of it by just moving within 9 inches. So I'm gonna put it way back here.
Placing a marker in Mitch's deployment zone right next to his objective.
That's all my shooting. I don't really have anything else. Nothing else can see. So let's just jump right into the charge phase.
Redemptor now charging the Ridgerunners. 1 command point on tank shot. That's the wounded one down and 1 damage to the remaining.
Oh, that's pretty good. So the one in the front is down to 7 wounds.
Outriders multi-charging the Jackal and the Ridgerunner.
Oh,
So 3.
it's enough.
Just enough.
What a pathetic charge.
I think this is a perfect opportunity to try to heroically intervene into those bikes.
Nick attempts a 6-inch heroic intervention for a command point with the Metamorphs.
This feels doable. It's only a 5.
Whoa.
I have another command point.
No.
That's totally worth it. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Come on, give me a 6. That's a 6.
Made it.
7, 8, 9.
There it is, 9-inch charge, he's in.
That felt great.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
The Execrator and Sword Brethren charge the Saboteur. Saboteur has failed his battle shock test.
Let's go ahead and start over here.
Fight phase now, Outriders piling in. 1 bike into the Jackals, 2 into the Metamorphs. Outrider into the Jackal, fails to wound,
The bike survives. Amazing.
but the next 2 into the Metamorphs wound multiple times here. 2 die after 5 upfield, no pains are rolled. Redemptor now into the Ridgerunner, 2 wounds. Nick fails the save, but it's alive on a single wound.
And then would you like to just utterly slaughter this guy and not bother rolling?
Let me roll with the Execrator. I want to see the new
All right.
guy do something
Let's
cool.
see.
He is equipped with a Crozius and a Mastercrafted power weapon, so he's just a blender.
Execrator attacks the Saboteur and absolutely demolishes them.
Ah! You know what I love the best about that move? Is they're stuck there. And they're in the open. So what does he manage to do this turn? He's managed to kill my Saboteur and some bikes that I'm gonna bring back.
Jackal fights back, no joy. Metamorphs into the Outriders. They're going for the strike profile. Leader does 2 wounds. 1 goes through, kills an Outrider. The rest wound 9 times. Those poor Outriders are gone. Metamorphs consolidating into the Redemptor Dreadnought. Ridgerunner fails to wound the Redemptor. That's going to be 3 points for overwhelming force for Mitch and 5 for assassination. That's going to take him to 13 secondary and 4 on primary. It's 17 to nothing.
Okay, so as we start my turn here, I'm gonna get 1 command point.
I get a command. That's fine.
Metamorphs are regenerating 3 models due to the cult icon.
They're at full strength. And I'm gonna draw 1 more objective.
Nick still got secure no man's land from last turn, and he's drawn extend battle lines. Those should mesh well together.
So hold my home and hold 1 in no man's land. Already got that.
4 victory points for Nick for holding an objective. He's finally on the board.
So let's start the moon phase.
Hellhound moving along the bottom of the map. He's gonna get in range of that Redemptor Dread.
We're gonna disembark from the Stormlord.
Death Korps of Krieg with Dr. Giggles jump out of Penelope the Stormlord. So does the heavy weapons team.
We're just gonna back up with the Ridgerunner, back up with Penelope.
Neophytes advancing 4 inches and get onto that center objective. Goliath Truck hugs the wall of the ruins.
And all the guys are gonna get out through the wall onto the other side right here.
Hybrids with hand flamers and Primus disembarking from the Goliath. Lehman Russ moving towards the Redemptor. That's a full 10 inches.
So we're gonna do a couple things to try to trigger my ability for the Brood Brother detachment rule. So if I hit you, it triggers a crossfire effect, which means that any of my Genestealer cults that fired that unit get +1 to hit.
Shooting phase now, heavy flamers from the heavy weapons team into the Sword Brethren. 7 wounds, 3 of them burned to a crisp. That's gonna trigger the Brood Brothers ability now, giving the Genestealer units +1 to hit them.
Killed 3 just like that.
It was so worth staying up all night to paint these.
Acolytes target the Sword Brethren with flamers and demo charges.
I think it might be overkill, but I'd rather make sure they're dead.
Flamers 20 hits, 7 wounds. The Sword Brethren are gone. And the demo charges blow up the Execrator.
Corporate will hear from this!
I do, however, owe you 4 hazardous tests, which I failed 2 of them.
2 Acolytes go down.
Hellhound's gonna fire into combat, of course, at the Dreadnought.
Hellhound now into the Redemptor Dread. 10 shots with his Inferno Cannon. Wounded, saved. Heavy Flamer wounds twice. There's 1 damage. Genestealers +1 to hit the Redemptor now. Ridgerunner Mining Laser, 4 damage, and the Redemptor Dreadnought goes down.
Gotcha.
Leaving us firing everything into the intercessors. 2 go down for the battle cannon. Heavy bolters kill 1 more. The last cannon and hunter killer missile have missed.
It misses. Hunter killer rockets continue to fail. That's my turn.
No charges and no fights. Nick does score secure no man's land for 4 victory points. He scores extend battle lines for 5, taking up to 9 secondary. Both players get 4 points on a kill. However, Nick does get kill more. That puts us at the end of round 2 at 21 to 21.
Great turn. This, however, is going to be potentially a very brutal charge phase from Mitch as all of that stuff comes piling in.
Okay, I've got a plan. Are you ready for it? So we're both at 2 command points. I've drawn my secondaries.
Mitchell's round 3. He's pulled Display of Might and Recover Assets.
I'm probably not gonna be doing any actions. This is go time. I should be able to score Display of Might pretty easy.
Tech Marine will buff the Executioner to give it +1 to hit. Intercessors pass their Battle Shock test. Mitch scores 4 points for holding an objective. He's up to 25.
And right off the bat,
Intercessors back into Mitch's deployment zone. Looks like they're gonna recover assets. Land Raider moves to the middle of the map.
send it, bro.
Assault Intercessors and Emperor's Champion disembark from the Executioner, and they've moved towards the center objective. Executioner follows suit.
My big bad dread is moving.
Tech Marine in behind the Repulsor Executioner. Crusaders and Crusade Agent disembark from the Land Raider. Nick overwatching with his heavy weapons team. 9 shots, 6 wounds. All of the saves go on regular Crusaders, and he fails none.
Wow! Tanked them all! The flamers do nothing!
That's my movement phase.
End of the movement phase, Stormlord will allow the Krieg heavy weapons team to re-embark.
Then we go to the reinforcement step, and I'm going to use that cult ambush marker.
And the Atalan Jackals have emerged, and they've taken away Mitch's home objective, removing the sticky on that objective.
So to start off the shooting phase, before I forget, my intercessors are going to recover assets and my impulsor is going to recover assets. I think I've displayed quite a bit of might here.
So I currently have 5 units in No Man's Land.
And I have my entire army minus 1 unit.
Like, you can just sit still and get that. Yeah, just sit still. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about charging.
Repulsor Executioner firing the Icarus rocket pod multi-melta and its turbo laser destructor into the Lehman Russ. Everything else into the Neophytes. Turbo laser fires first, hits twice, fails to wound.
Oh no!
Mitch command point reroll the wound and he makes it. 10 damage done. The Russ is down to 3. 1 wound from the multi-melta. It does 2 wounds.
It's got 1 wound left! Yes!
The Russ survives with a single wound left. All the rest of its guns go to the Neophytes. Downs all of the Neophytes. Land Raiders, Hurricane Bolters going into the Acolytes. The Assault Cannon, devastating wounds the Ridgerunner, down it goes. Bolters, 6 wounds and 5 Acolytes. Mitch choosing not to fire the multi-melta. I think he wants to make sure of the charge.
That's all my shooting.
Assault Intercessors and Emperor's Champion charging into the Acolytes.
Because you have a character, I get +2 to my charge.
+2 to your charge? So you need a 6 suddenly.
They get an 11. Shock and Awe causes the Acolytes to be battle shocked.
If I charge you and I disembark to a transport, you immediately take a battle shock test.
Crusaders go to the Krieg, making it with a 5-inch charge. They, however, pass their battle shock test. That's just what Krieg do. They hold and prepare shovels.
They know they're fighting for the right side. They know they're fighting for the good guys.
Crusade Ancient starting us off here. A lethal hit, 3 wounds, not saved. 4 go down, 7 left.
I'm totally okay to just take these guys off.
Crusaders next, and the Krieg are gone. Dr. Giggles cannot fix damage of that magnitude. No consolidation from the Crusaders. Emperor's Champion now sweeping into the Acolytes. 7 wounds. There goes the unit. 1 wound left on the Primus. Assault Intercessors absolutely finish the job. Consolidating now into the Goliath Truck behind the wall.
As you kill that unit, I'm going to spend 4 of my resurgence points. So that unit's going to be returned to the battle. Yeah, let's put it back here.
Places the blip in Mitch's deployment zone.
We'll trade zones.
I'm gonna spend a command point, a ceaseless cause. That allows me to do a 6-inch movement.
His Crusaders are gonna make a 6-inch move.
I see what you're doing. It's not a bad play. Interesting.
Great.
I'm gonna kill those guys.
4 kills on that turn so far for Mitch, and he's got 4 points on recover assets and 5 on display of might. 22 secondary, 12 primary for a total of 34.
Go up to 2 command points, draw 2 objectives.
Nick pulls Mark for death. The Brutalis Dreadnought, the Impulsor, the Repulsor Executioner. His gamma target will be the Assault Intercessors. He's also got Assassination.
You got characters here and there.
Nick holds and holds more for 8 points on primary. He's up to 29.
All right, let's go to the movement phase.
Top Ridgerunner moves. Penelope the Stormlord moving towards the top of the map. Lehman Russ moves. Mitchell decides to overwatch that single wound target. Executioner fires everything in Overwatch for a command point. 1 devastating wound kills the Lehman Russ. Metamorphs moving up. That's going to be a 9-inch charge into the Assault Intercessors. Jackals move up towards the Executioner, and they demo charge. There's 3 wounds. Hellhound moving up, lining up on the Assault Intercessors.
I'm going to take the truck, and it's going to fall back out of combat.
Just enough that the Assault Intercessors can't fit on the other side of the wall.
We're going to go to the end of the moon phase.
Reserve phase now, and the Acolytes pop up on the other side of the terrain piece inside Mitch's deployment zone. They literally come from below.
Getting the order of operations here is tough. If I don't do enough damage here, you are going to wipe me out. In the shooting phase, the first thing we're going to do is...
Hellhound into the Assault Intercessors now. Inferno Cannon. 12 shots, 8 wounds, 2.5 down. Flamer does another 5 wounds, 2 more. 1 Assault Intercessor and an Emperor's Champion left. Oh, that was some serious burninating. Hunter Killer Missile, no hit. Ridgerunner with Mortar into the Land Raider, 9 shots, 3 hits, no wounds.
But I did hit you, which means Genestealer cults get +1 AP and ignore cover against the Land Raider. We are going to go with Penelope, the star of the show. You've all been waiting for this. 3 turns. It's going to fire all of its infantry killing weapons at this giant block of Crusaders. The firing deck with the 3 heavy flamers in it is also going to fire at the Crusaders. That's going to be fun. The las cannons are going to fire at the Land Raider.
Penelope now, las cannons into the Land Raider, no effect. Heavy flamers put 9 wounds into the Crusaders. Mitch taking saves on Neophytes. They're all gone, and so is one of the Marines. Heavy bolters next, 3 sustained, 6 wounds, 2 more dead Crusaders. Ooh, here comes the Vulcan Mega Bolter, 11 wounds. Oh wow, that's enough to take down the entire squad, including the Crusade Ancient. Ooh, who knew all those barrels and all those bullets could murderate things?
I got him! That's what you pay almost 400 points for. 460 points.
Metamorphs, 6 hand flamers, 3 wounds into the Assault Intercessor, passes them all. The Jackals are throwing grenades for a command point into the Intercessors. There's 2 mortal wounds. That kills 1. Their guns, though, all saved.
Lastly, this Ridgerunner. I was going to try to damage the Land Raider. Not going to do it. I'm gonna try to take out this infantry squad.
Ridgerunner to the top does 3 wounds into the Assault Intercessors, killing the last of them.
That's 3 units killed. Metamorphs are going to attempt to charge your Emperor's Champion, and I need an epic 9-inch charge. Let's do it! 7. It's very tempting. I got a command point.
Do it.
You know what? Let's do it. 1 command point. Give me the 9. Give me the 9! No, it's a 6.
Jackals on the left side charge the Intercessors. The Acolytes have made their 9-inch charge into the Tech Marine. Tech Marine tanking everything.
Praise the Omnissiah!
Jackals have wounded the Intercessors 3 times, but saves are all made.
You're fine.
1 wound back to the Jackals. Tech Marine into the Acolytes. 2 wounds and 2 dead from his axe.
So I've sandwiched you. The ambush has struck, but it didn't go quite as planned. Is there more guys in here?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I thought I got them all!
Nick will score 5 points on Assassinate and discard Mark for death for a command point. He's gonna get 4 points for a kill, while Mitch gets 4 points for killing and 4 points for killing more. That puts Mitchell to 22 secondary and 20 primary for 42 points, and Nick to 14 secondary, 24 primary for 38. It's a 4-point game as we head to turn 4.
Command point.
Command point myself, going up to 2.
All right, and now I'm gonna draw some secondaries here.
Mitchell pulls secure no man's land and storm hostile objective.
This is perfect. This is everything I need.
Tech Marine's gonna heal 2 wounds on the Executioner, giving it +1 a hit. Mitchell will score 4 victory points for holding an objective. He's up to 46.
It's a close game.
So excited. I'm so excited. This is what I've been waiting for. The Emperor's Champion is genuinely like my favorite character.
Emperor's Champion moving to next home objective. Repulsor Executioner moves forward, still remaining in range of the center objective.
I might do something extremely sneaky.
Yeah?
Land Raider moves up to the barricade beside Penelope. Blade Guard with Lieutenant and Captain disembark from the Land Raider. Brutalis Dreadnought moves up, hoping finally to get in the fray.
That guy looks so cool.
Let's go into some shooting phase.
Executioner now shooting the Laser Destroyer, Multi-Melta, Icarus Rocket Pod, and Heavy Gatling Cannon, all into Penelope the Stormlord. The rest of the guns will go into the Metamorphs. Ooh, there we go. 8 damage done from a laser. 6 damage from the Multi-Melta. Rocket Pod fails. Ooh, a devastating wound from the Onslaught Gatling Cannon though. Stormlord is on 9 wounds left, and it kills 2 Metamorphs. Heavy Bolter fishing for sustained hits. 5 more dead. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Small arms fire for the win.
I got 3 guys left in that squad. Wow.
Brutalis Dread, everything into the Stormlord now. Multi-Melta fails. Heavy Stubber, 1 more wound. Penelope's on 8. Land Raider with Hurricane Bolters into the Ridgerunner at the top. 6 wounds remaining. Multi-Melta. Stormlord saves. Assault Cannon brings the Stormlord down to 6.
Charges.
Yep.
Looks like he's gonna have to get it done in close. Blade Guard charging the Stormlord with the Captain and Lieutenant. Brutalis multi-charging the Ridgerunner, and Penelope fails with a 5. Oh no!
No way!
Mitchell was absolutely hoping for the Brutalis mortal wounds on the charge.
That's it. I'm gonna save that command point.
Emperor's Champion charging the Goliath. Champion starting us off here, 6 attacks, 6 hits, 2 wounds.
Save them both.
Oh, did he? He just rolled boxcars.
You were all confident about this Emperor's Champion. He's amazing. He's gonna solo this truck by himself. And you don't out OC me, which means my sticky stays.
My Blade Guard veterans and Captain are gonna attack your Stormlord there.
Captain allowing a free stratagem use. Condemnatory info scree, that's gonna allow reroll wounds when disembarking from a Land Raider.
You might have enough to do it.
Finest hour, 4 devastating wounds. Lieutenant wounds twice, Blade Guard veterans next. 4 more wounds.
Any fails, Penelope's gone. So I have 7 50-50 rolls.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
On all 4-ups. All 4-ups live! No, not even close.
Down she goes, but no explosion.
And let's see if I take any mortal wounds from the destroyed vehicle. I take 1 mortal wound. One of them's down to 1 wound.
Acolytes into the Tech Marine, and they manage to take him down.
Dang.
Excellent, I needed that. I needed that.
I will activate my stratagem, a ceaseless cause.
That's gonna let the Blade Guard move on an Ix home objective, and they will steal it away.
That was a great move. That's a high strategy move there. You hold this objective, which is going to prevent me from holding more in my turn.
This army's great. Did I mention how much I love Black Templars?
Scores his 5 points for Secure No Man's Land and 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective, 31 points on secondaries, 55 total.
On to the bottom of turn 4. We're getting close to the end of this game. The score's really tight. I'm gonna draw 2 new objectives.
Nick pulls Defense Stronghold and Recover Assets, spending a command point for new orders on Defense Stronghold. He's got Engage on all fronts instead.
I've got that.
Start of turn, the Metamorphs icon is gonna bring back 3 models. Acolytes also bring back 3 models.
So fun.
This bike over here, he definitely fails battle test. That's too bad. He can't recover assets now.
4 victory points for holding an objective, 55 to 42.
Then we're bring the Metamorphs forward.
Hellhound scooching forward, takes the bottom objective, but has some shots still. Ridgerunner in the middle, moving forward, also trying to gain some shots. Acolytes move into the middle, taking it away from Mitch.
It's tough, man. It's really tough.
Jackals fall back into the bottom left table quarter. Drive-by demolitions, the remaining intercessor is down. Top Ridgerunner moves towards the Blade Guard. Hellhound now, everything into the Repulsor Executioner. 2 wounds from the Inferno Cannon, 2 damage. Heavy Flamer, 1 more wound.
Okay, got another one, down to 12.
Krieg Heavy Weapons Team, flaming the Blade Guard. He's got a model on a wound.
But this means that this unit is now +1 for any Genestealer Cult unit to fire at it.
Ridgerunner on the bottom, mortar into the Blade Guard, 3 wounds dealt, finishes off the wounded model. Heavy Stubbers into the Executioner, it hits but doesn't wound. That's gonna give his units +1 to AP and ignoring cover.
We're gonna go with this unit, and this is gonna be fun.
Acolyte Demo Grenades, bringing the Executioner down to 4 wounds. Flamers, 1 more damage. The Metamorphs, 2 wounds, 1 more damage. That last Ridgerunner firing into the Blade Guard. A command point is needed to make a failed wound. A save is made, killing a model.
I'm trying to get your OC down enough. Not enough. Let's go to charge phase.
Ridgerunner up top charges the Land Raider.
Farther away from those guys.
Acolytes go for the 4-inch charge into the Executioner. Metamorphs reach the Executioner as well.
The Ridgerunner over here is gonna try to charge a Repulsor. 6. 12. I did it. Tokyo Drift!
Metamorphs tear down the Repulsor Executioner and consolidate into the midboard.
Oh yeah, ongoing. Emperor's Champion, fight me. Into the truck.
Emperor's Champion wounds the Goliath 3 times. Mitch, command point rerolling a wound, adding another. But Nick saves one, keeps the truck alive with a single wound.
I got 1 wound left and I love it.
2 points scored for Nick on engage on all fronts. He's discarded recover assets. He's gonna score 4 victory points for kill and 4 victory points for kill more. Mitch does score 4 points for a kill. That takes Mitch to 59 and Nick to 52.
Uh-oh.
Extend battle lines and sabotage are pulled. Mitch will new orders extend battle lines to get no prisoners.
Perfect. Yes, let's go.
Mitch does hold 1 objective. That's going to score 4 victory points, and that's all he's going to get for holding for the rest of the game.
Which means I'm gonna get a challenger card in my turn.
Brutalis moves up towards the middle objective. Blade Guard moving, and Nick overwatches with the Krieg Heavy Weapons team. 1 Blade Guard down and 1 damage on the Lieutenant.
Something interesting happened. Bodyguard's gone. It's now they're 2 separate units.
Lieutenant moves towards that top Ridgerunner. Captain also looking at the Ridgerunner. Shooting phase now, and the Impulsor will sabotage the building on that top objective. Brutalis multi-meltas 6 damage to the Ridgerunner.
I'm still alive.
Land Raider fires the Hurricane Bolters into the Heavy Weapons team, wipes them out. Brutalis charging the mid-table Ridgerunner, 3 mortal wounds on the charge, down it goes. Captain and Lieutenant both charging that Ridgerunner. Brutalis piles into the Acolytes and Metamorphs, sweep attacking the Acolytes, down go 3.
That sucked.
Captain and Lieutenant attacking the Ridgerunner, killing the last Ridgerunner.
Let's see if I kill a truck.
Ooh, only 1 wound. Nick spinning a command point to reroll the save. Truck lives!
I got a 6, he lives, the truck lives! And just sits there very annoying like.
I think that's the turn.
Sabotage is ongoing. 5 victory points on no prisoners. That's gonna take him to 36 secondary and 68 points for the match. Can Nick catch him?
Okay, 1 command point, go to 1. You get 1 as well.
Yay!
Draw 2 secondaries.
Nick's got established locus and behind enemy lines. He does get the challenger card, zone defense.
Which is gonna allow me to score up to 3 points if I satisfy things like getting you in deployment zone, no man's land, your opponent's deployment zone.
Metamorphs bringing back 3 models up to 9. Acolytes also get 3 up to full. No primary points until the end of the turn. Let's see what he's got.
See, the problem is how you've hidden your guys. I can't get more than 1 kill. So you're gonna get kill more. Let's get the most points we can.
Both Jackal units are into Mitch's deployment zone for behind enemy lines.
These units just stay in combat.
Goliath Truck falls back. Large unit of Jackals establishing locus in Mitch's deployment zone. Symbiotic Destruction is going to give reroll wound rolls of 1 to his Hellhound and the Metamorphs against the Brutalis. Hellhound now into Brutalis, Inferno Cannon 4 damage. Heavy Flamer fails to wound. Had Flamers 17 attacks to the Metamorphs, but no damage. Acolytes fail to damage.
Did a lot of shooting, didn't do much.
Brutalis sweeping the Metamorphs, only 3 go down.
This is probably game if you stop me from killing you.
No damage from the Metamorphs. 4 wounds from the Acolytes, and they are all saved.
Yeah, Dreadnought lives.
Dreadnought.
And with that, the turn is over.
Wowie, wow. That's gonna take him up to 79 points. In a turn, Mitch is gonna get 4 on kill and 4 on kill more, and successfully sabotage to go to 39 secondary and 40 on primary. Nick gets behind enemy lines for 4, establish locus for 4, 24 secondary. He scores 3 points on his challenger card. He also scores 4 points on hold and 4 points on hold more. That's gonna take his primary score to 44, his secondary score to 24, and his challenger takes him to 71. It's 8 points short. It's 89 to 81 with paint. That was incredibly close.
Yeah, well done, well done.
Yes! I get to keep my job!
So that means that after this battle, you get to go fight Steve.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
But he wins by the slimmest of margins.
The transport detachment worked perfectly for this matchup.
The Black Templar really felt our anger at the mistreatment of our workers, and I think they will remember this day for years to come.
Thank you so much to Games Workshop for sending us the brand new Crusader Ancient and the Executor for us. Coming up next, I'll be fighting Steve. It is going to be a battle to prove who is the better son of Dorn.
Thanks for watching. Till we see you next time. Play on.
Well done, gentlemen. Fantastic match, and what a treat to see the new Black Templars in action. I can't wait to see some of the other detachments. Big thank you as well to this episode's sponsor, GameMat.eu. Make sure to check them out at the link in the description below or at GameMat.eu. They can help you build the battlefield of your dreams. Of course, as always, the biggest of thank yous to you for watching. If you like what we do, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it from all of us here at the playon Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grim, dark universe, play on.